This week we visit somewhere really special, experiencing the flora and fauna of different countries and learning more about climate change. We find a lovely little park up with good access to the Camel trail and have a Cornish cream tea. But first, welcome to our channel. We are a retired couple, Kath and Sue, and have been travelling in the UK and living in our motorhome for the last 2 years with our furry companions, Archie and Fudge. This freedom has taken us to some epic spots with magnificent scenery, and there is, of course, more to come. Good morning. Now, we arrived at our new location. It's a CS site and it's really close to the very special place that we're going to go to later on this morning, but more of that then. This is called Grey Farm. I'd love to be able to show you the views, but it's raining again. So if I get a chance before we leave, I'll let you see the views that we had when we first got here yesterday. But we'll have to keep our fingers crossed on that front. But what I can say is it's really good value for money. It's £20 a night, that's with electric, and there is an option for £16 a night if you don't want the electric hookup at all. Now, it's a little bit of a twisty lane on the way in because it's effectively it's a working farm, so you're coming up a farm track, but it's doable. And as you've seen, out we've got a big motorhome, 7.5 metres. Always feels quite low to the ground as well, so if we can make it, I think you'd make it in most things. I'm excited for what's next. I'll see you later. Well, this is it, folks. We have got a big day out, and have you guessed it? We're going to the Eden project. Can't wait. We've got Archie's buggy with us because we think it's going to be a very long day for his old legs. You know, it is a bit of a rainy, drizzly day today, but what that means is it's not very busy. So we have the real privilege of being here on a not busy day. Feels like we've got the place to ourselves at certain times. Excuse me, not concentrating. I'm currently reading about moths. I don't like moths. I don't know. I like butterflies, but moths, they kind of freak me out a bit. Well, hi. This is a tropical rainforest. And you can hear the water, and I swear I'm being bitten by something. I'm probably just imagining that. It is absolutely fascinating in here. Loving it. You'll notice I've stripped off. I'm in my t-shirt now, and that's because it really is hot in here. And I'm without Sue and the dogs. The dogs aren't allowed in this bit. They're really, really dog friendly here, but the dogs aren't allowed in this bit, so we are taking it in turns. Don't know what the sound's been like up to this point because I haven't had the mic system on, and that's only because it was raining outside. I've been in here and thought, well, actually it's not raining, I can get a mic out, so it might make it a bit better, but you probably don't want to listen to me anyway. I expect it's much more fun looking at all these fabulous surroundings. Ah, look, Found a plant especially for our dogs. Lab lab. This is a bit nerve-wracking. It's a very swingy rope bridge. I don't think Sue will be coming on this. She doesn't like heights. Well, we had a slight change of plan because I went into the tropical rainforest and then Sue rang me. It was about halfway round. Sue rang me to say that Fudge was shivering and shaking because of some bangs. And she seems to have developed in the last 2 months or so an aversion to gunshots or bangs. So anyway, we came back to the van, we brought both dogs with us and we're going to leave them here now and we're going to go back in together. So that'll be fun, won't it? And we've taken the opportunity to have some lunch while we're back here. So, in we go for a second time. Yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? Can you see right up there? There is a lookout, and but it's closed at the moment. I would love to have gone up there. Sue would never have gone up there because she doesn't really like heights. Well, scrap that. Sue noticed they were just coming up to open it, so I've made my way up to the lookout. I tell you what, it's hot and humid up here. Whew, I'm sweating. And it's also a little bit wobbly as well, which is adds, I suppose, to that sense of adventure. But you don't have to get a bird's eye view of the whole thing. The coffee grinder. And really pungent in a nice way. What I didn't know is apparently Brazil are the biggest producers of oranges in the world. And these are orange groves. Some little oranges on some of them. And just around the corner there, it looks like some bigger ones. Can't get you quite to those. And they don't look orange, they look green. Now I've found myself a nice big chair to sit in. It just feels like I need to be reading a story to a stack of children. It is an old storytelling chair, isn't it? For sure. This looks like a vineyard. I'm not so sure about that. Looks a bit scary and violent. These are strange. But they relate to the Greek god Dionysus. I may have said that wrong. Who's the god of vines. And Maenads, and I may have got that wrong as well, used to worship Dionysus, and they used to sing and chant and writhe through the vines, presumably for a good harvest. Apparently they've aged some of these old trees at about 1,500 years old. And there's a cafe and coffee place here. Well, we've almost finished our day at the Eden project, and I wouldn't say that was £66 well spent in terms of was it worth £66 for the two of us to be here. No, I don't think it was, but when you then take into consideration it's a registered charity, it's an educational charity, and all of the money that they make goes back into looking after this place, and making it an educational facility for others. And when you take that into consideration, it's worth every single penny. And of course, if we want to, we can come back again. Well, good morning everyone. Now we've moved on from our last location and we've come to Padstow. We're parked in the station car park. Now you can actually pay to park here for 24 hours. And they do have some designated motorhome bays, which is great. But motorhomes are actually banned between 10 o'clock at night and 8 in the morning. So you can't park here overnight. But you can park here to explore Padstow. So that's what we're going to do. It's only little. But Sue has promised to treat me to some Rick Stein fish and chips. So I'm rather excited about that. And then tonight, we think we found a park up, but we'll get to that later. In the meantime, let's just enjoy Padstow. Look where I'm going to send Sue today. And there it is, Rick Stein's seafood restaurant. Do fancy at some point actually eating in a Michelin star restaurant just for the experience of it. But not today. Don't think Michelin stars and dogs go together, do they? The old custom house, and maybe it was once a custom house, now it's a pub. Called the old custom house. Here we are, there's the harbour. Now I've already discovered the thing about Padstow, as I'm finding out, is it's full of nice places to eat. And apparently the Chuff Bakery has got award-winning pasties. We're only here for one day. What are we going to do? A Padstow pasty. More food. Lovely independent little shops. Rick Stein's all over the place. There's a Rick Stein shop and a Rick Stein cafe. So I'm not going to be spoiling any surprises because I don't know if there are any, but we've decided to have a look in Rick Stein's shop to see if there's anything nice for Mother's Day, which is coming up soon. Now this video will go out a long time after Mother's Day, maybe 2 weeks after Mother's Day, so we're not spoiling any surprises, mums. Here she comes. Oh, so back at the van after a lovely little mooch around Padstow. Oh, you don't look level. Is that better? Bit more level. And I bought something, and it wasn't food. What do you think? Ready for the summer? New baseball cap. Haigavore, that's the name of a shop. And apparently Haigavore in Cornish stands for strong sea. So it's a little local shop. And I love it. It's just my colour. Anyway, don't really need it in here. But Sue is off at the fish and chip shop. And she's going to come back, hopefully, with a fish and chip lunch. So we'll just have bits and pieces for tea and have this as our main meal. Well, you can't come to Padstow and not have something by Rick Stein, can you? Right, quickly, I've got to do this quickly because it's starting to rain and I've got the mic attached. So we've left Padstow. We've gone round the corner from Padstow. Can't quite remember the name of this, but it literally is round the corner. And, oh, hang on, that's better. And we've got this fantastic park up. There's a couple of other motorhomes here at the moment, and we're all staying tonight. Just taking Fudge out for a quick leg stretch. Unfortunately, I'm going to leave my camera behind though, because it's starting to rain. The sun's out. It's a miracle. Look at this. Now, I didn't bring my camera with me, so it's just my phone, which means with my wobbly hands, it's probably all wobbly. But I couldn't resist you seeing this because It's just beautiful. There is no other word. Stunning, glorious, magnificent, beautiful. Well, hi everyone. So Fudge and I are off. We're going to walk into Padstow today. I know we had the fish and chips yesterday, but I still haven't had a Cornish cream tea. So that's the mission this afternoon. Fudge and I are going to enjoy it. I've got a treat for her as well. Well, Fudge and I have almost made it to Padstow now. And I really haven't filmed much of this trail that we've been on, simply because it's been raining most of the way. And if we get a respite, it tends to be just for a minute or so. But anyway, it has stopped for a little while. So we're going to go and find somewhere where we can get a cream tea. I'm going to have to put the camera down because it does look like it's about to rain again. So I'll hopefully see you when we're back indoors. There's a little cafe just there called Cherry Trees. And they do cream teas, but they don't allow dogs in. It's quite a small place. But they pointed me to their other shop around the corner called Cherry Blossom, and they do allow dogs in and they do serve cream teas, but it's full and they've no tables at the moment. So I'm going to hang around just for a few minutes. It looked like there were some people that might be finishing, and I'm going to head back there and see if I can finally be successful on this mission. And my voice sounds a bit funny. I woke up this morning with a bit of a croak. Don't know what's wrong, feel fine. How bizarre. I'll tell you what I've also seen as well twice in the last couple of minutes is seagulls swooping down and literally taking food out of people's hands. One poor bloke just literally walked out of the pasty shop with his pasty and a seagull came down, knocked it out of his hand, so it went on the floor. They're ballsy birds round here. Look at that, scone, shaped like a heart. Definitely worth the walk. Well, I've been moaning about the rain. Can't even get my other camera out. But you don't get a rainbow without rain. I'm taking a chance whilst there is a small break in rain just to tell you about this trail that we've been walking on, which takes us from where the park up is that we've been all the way to Padstow. Now it's called the Camel Trail, and its name comes from the old Cornish word of dower camel, camel with a K in that case, which stands for crooked river. And the trail itself follows the path of an old railway line. Well, I'm guessing, I can only presume, would have been there to take maybe fish from the port of Padstow all the way up to Wadebridge, which is the next place along, where I think the road network is slightly better. Now that is just me making a presumption and having had a discussion with a fellow campervanner at the park up yesterday called Ben. Lovely chap to chat to. So Ben, if you're watching, hi. And he was the first one who suggested it might have been an old railway line, and I have googled it and apparently it is. So this is the section of the Camel Trail where we turn around the corner, drop down off the trail and find our little park up. So you can see it is a really short distance from the trail down to the park up. Now, in the summer this could get really busy, I can imagine. And if there were lots of vans here, it would probably be quite annoying to the locals, because they've been, whilst we've been here, 2 or 3 cars a day turn up and people go for a walk and then come back and leave again. So I imagine if this was rammed with vans in the summer, it would probably annoy the locals. So if you do come here, just be a bit thoughtful. Well, we're leaving our little park up now, but I think we'll call that video a close here. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, we always appreciate that thumbs up. And, well, if you want to, subscribe as well. And if you do, ding the bell so you get notifications every time we post a new video. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.